Let's start by thinking a little bit about how G Suite fits into people's work lives. More than 1.5 billion people rely on G Suite every month, and that includes over 5 million businesses that use G Suite to move their work forward. For those businesses, G Suite is the center of their core productivity lives. They communicate in Gmail, they collaborate in Google Docs, Sheets, and Slides, they manage files in Drive, and they plan their days in Calendar. So G Suite does a great job for those everyday needs and becomes the central tool that, in many cases, almost every employee interacts with almost every workday. But every business is a little bit different, and every role in the company is a little bit different. And often our work demands a specialized tool for a specific kind of task or a specific kind of project. So the landscape of apps inside of a business looks less like this and a bit more like this. From CRM systems to project management tools to note-taking apps, users use G Suite alongside a very wide range of other tools. And studies back this up as well. A Forrester study showed that 80% of knowledge workers need to consult information from a wide variety of apps in order to successfully do their jobs. So again, while G Suite is the hub for the core productivity use cases, almost every user is forced to jump back and forth between G Suite and other apps to do their jobs. And I'm sure this is something that all of us can relate to regardless of the role that we play in our companies. Salespeople might be drafting a proposal in Google Docs, frequently jumping back and forth to their CRM app to look up customer information. Engineers and product managers get an email asking for their roadmap, and they need to open up their team's tracking tool to answer. Lawyers might be organizing paperwork for a deal that's about to close, and they need to jump back and forth to their e-signature tool to confirm that everything is signed and sealed. Or recruiters might be scheduling interviews in Calendar and need to consult their hiring pipeline as they go. So all of this app switching adds up. It can be distracting because you're taken away from your primary task. It can be confusing because you end up with like 100 tabs and windows all over your desktop. And as I bet a lot of us can relate, it can just be a bit tiresome. And as if all of those frustrations weren't enough, studies have consistently shown that all of this context switching can meaningfully hurt people's productivity. After an interruption, people take 23 minutes on average to get back to the task at hand. And this adds up massively. Over the course of a week, studies have shown people can lose up to 40% of their productivity due to context switching. That's as if like 2 days of the work week were to just vanish, and just because you're context switching all of the time. So the good news is that we've known about this for a while. Reducing context switching has always been important to G Suite. And we've been working to solve this problem, especially for switching between G Suite's own apps. We launched the G Suite side panel in Gmail about a year ago, and it's now available in Calendar, Google Docs, and Google Drive. The side panel lets users keep another G Suite app open side by side with the main app that they're working in so they can quickly take actions and look up information. Until now, though, the side panel has only been available for accessing other G Suite apps like Google Calendar, Keep, or Google Tasks. So today, we're super excited to announce the new G Suite add-ons to help you bring your favorite workplace apps to G Suite, solving this problem of context switching between G Suite and third-party apps. G Suite add-ons allow you to consistently access your workplace apps right from the G Suite side panel across all of G Suite. So in this example on the screen, you can access the G Suite add-on that you use for managing tasks. It shows your tasks list and gives you some options to create new tasks. The powerful new thing here is that you can keep this add-on open while you're working, whether you're in Gmail, Google Docs, Calendar, or Google Drive. So as a user, you install a single add-on and it's accessible across all of G Suite right there from the side panel, streamlining your work and saving you from a bunch of that context switching. The second big thing is that G Suite add-ons also surface relevant information and suggest actions based on what you're working on. In this example, you could attach the document that you're working on in Google Docs to a specific task in your task management app. G Suite add-ons can also present actions related to your Gmail messages, your calendar events, for example, giving you customer information for people on a particular email thread or attending a particular calendar event. And lastly, G Suite add-ons can offer up specific entry points in each G Suite app. They can integrate with the Compose box of Gmail, the right-click menu of Drive, and the conferencing options in Google Calendar. More and more of these entry points will be added over time across G Suite, making your favorite workplace apps even more deeply integrated with your G Suite tools. So that's the new G Suite add-ons. We've shared this new framework with a dozen or so popular developers who are very excited to show you what they've built. So first up, I'd like to call DeCarlis Wilson from Copper for a quick demo.
My name is DeCarlis, and I work on growth and collaboration as a product manager for Copper. And I am thrilled over the moon to be here with you today. It's not said enough, but thank you for coming. Now, for those of you who don't know, Copper is CRM, customer relationship management, reinvented to help businesses and teams thrive in the relationship era. Now, from the early start, we wanted to build a CRM that is user-centric, but also, like Aakash mentioned, works in the tools that users and customers use the most. And so I think the best way to show you the value that we plan on adding to our customers' lives is to take a step as a customer and walk you through the day in the life of what that customer might experience while using the add-on platform. So to do that, I'm going to step into a sales rep manager. His name is Joe, and I love fitness. I don't know about you guys, but I'm emphatic about it. So let's say Joe is a sales manager. He works for a company called Gains Equipment, and now that's Gains with a Z. Joe is responsible for selling fitness equipment for all of the gyms in the Northern Bay Area territory. Much like other sales reps, Joe might start his day in Gmail. So I'm going to open up Gmail, and it's already open. And we're going to go. Now, before I do anything, the add-on is already adding value, right? I see the tasks that I might want to complete for the day. And I also see some of the deals and opportunities that I've recently interacted with, along with their potential dollar amount. So this is really exciting. So let's get started. Looks like I have a few unread emails. Let's take a look. So as I click into an email, the add-on is hard at work pulling in information and scouring the email to provide value to me. And it recognizes that Jack is a new contact, so this is someone who has not been added to the CRM previously. And let's see, so Jack is asking about kettlebells. It looks like he's asking what our color options are, different stress tests, you name it. It's always good when customers ask questions because it means that they actually might buy something from you. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do now is I'm gonna add Jack as a lead. And before I add him as a lead, check out all the information that it pulled from this email alone. So that's great, and we can all wave goodbye to manual data entry. So I'm gonna go ahead and add that lead. Spazazz. Boy, was that easy. So I won't reply to him now. There are a few other emails I think we should read today. So this email looks like it is from Jane Hoffman. Now, I'm not too familiar with who she is, but luckily, the add-on pulled her up. She looks to be an existing contact in our database. So before I might reply to this email, it's probably good for me to get some context around who she is in our last interactions. So I can do that by looking at our recent activities, scanning, getting any information that might be helpful for me. Oh, wow, $10,000 opportunity. Let's see what she wants. So it looks like Jane has been pulled into a meeting and she needs to reschedule for a different time. Totally doable, right? We want her business. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna log a new activity. And this will be a task for me to complete later. So I'm gonna say, change demo time. Not as a note, but as a to-do. I'm gonna hit submit. And just like that, this task is now synced across the add-on platform, and it's also in the CRM. Great. No other unread emails. I'm done for the day. Oh, wait, I should probably go and update that demo with her. So let's do that now. As I hop over to calendar, you see the task that I added is also added to today's task. So you see it at the bottom here, which is great. We're gonna do that now. But on this home screen, you also see recent meetings I've had and the deals and opportunities that are associated with those individuals. So let's go ahead and click into the demo. As I click into the demo, you can see the add-on is again hard at work, scouring the invite for any potential context that might already be in the database. And look, there she is, Jane Hoffman. So it's easy for me to update the invite to 2 o'clock, which is what I think she asked for. But I also know that she really hates Phil's coffee. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let her know, by the way, we'll have tons of Blue Bottle. And then I'm going to go ahead and update the time. And just like that, I was able to grab useful context surrounding a contact, updated a demo, all without needing to leave a calendar. So, whether it is getting context for an email you're about to reply to, logging quick activities, or just understanding what you need to do for the day, this add-on is going to add tremendous value to our users, and we're so excited to get it in their hands as quickly as possible. That's all I have. Thank you.
Nice job. All right, thanks so much. That was awesome. Next up, I'd like to call Darin Patterson from Workfront.
Good afternoon. It's a pleasure to be with you. If you're not familiar with what Workfront is a modern work management platform that combines work, digital content, and collaboration in a single solution where that work can be automated, optimized, and analyzed. When you have all the work about your enterprise in a single place, you have an operational system of record. A single source of truth that helps you individually know what work to do next, help your team understand what's most important for them to accomplish, and help your enterprise understand how to accomplish its most strategic objectives. Workfront's used by some of the world's largest companies in the world to help them centralize projects, manage digital work processes, review and approve work, deliver client-facing services, and govern compliance workflows. It's actually even used right here at Google to manage all network deployments, projects at YouTube, and corp engineering. And essentially the premise is the way that work has changed drastically within every one of our companies, but most of the tools, maybe Google being excluded, haven't kept pace with that change. Your teams are operating in silos, your data's in different places, and your processes are not similar whatsoever. And essentially, that's the premise for Workfront. And it's the premise for us partnering with Google to build a new Workfront G Suite add-on. With this new add-on platform, we've created an integrated user experience that connects users with their productivity suite and the work they need to complete no matter what solution they're in. To help you understand what this looks like, we'll take a look at a demo both in Calendar as well as Mail. And of course, we'll use myself as an example because it's the one I know best. Let's go ahead and take a look at the demo. We'll start out in Google Calendar for this moment, and just as we saw earlier, the most important part of this add-on framework is that it doesn't necessarily require context-specific pieces. I can have a single homepage, if you will, of important work that I need to interact with. As a product manager, I can review the most important tasks that I need to complete, and sometimes I like to review my work by its due date or the project that it's associated with. Right now, I'm working on a really exciting biometric login support capability. I can review the task associated with that. Not only can I see that, yes, there's something I need to do, but I can actually drill into that and gain deep context and understanding, as well as interaction about what needs to happen. Here I can identify the requirements of that particular task, identify who is requesting it, and even get more detailed about the types of data that are most important for me to complete my work. I also have the ability to collaborate and interact with others. Here, again, without leaving G Suite, I can click on Updates and review how my colleagues been interacting with on this particular important work to be done. Here I can see that David as well as Karen really want to schedule a meeting to talk about this particular task, and I'm going to make that happen, obviously, within Google Calendar. Of course, I'm going to invite them as well, but what's important is I can continue that work management collaboration as well and go ahead and post and notify additional people about the progress of the work that's happening all within G Suite. What's really exciting here about this new add-on framework is that everything I just did, of course, can happen within Google Calendar, but as the add-on framework goes to additional productivity tools, as I'm working on all sorts of different tasks throughout my organization, I can have the same access to the most important work regardless of what tool that I'm happening in. So it'll happen in Docs and Sheets and Drive as soon as that add-on is available. Of course, beyond those generic kind of homepage capabilities, we've taken the add-on and extended it to enable context-specific or email-specific activities and actions. As a product manager, I get requests from my sales field on a regular basis. Here I can see Conrad, one of my account executives, has identified that he has a really important feature request for an automatic scheduler. Here, when I access the Workfront add-on, I can take that email and that context and convert it into important work that my organization needs to work on. Here, I'm going to go ahead and identify that that particular email actually is an important work item that I'm going to connect with the rest of my team. It's actually associated with my new product launch coming up soon. And in this particular case, I'm not going to actually do the work, but I'm going to engage my particular team on making sure that that work happens. So here I'm going to take that task and actually assign it to Joan, my engineering manager. And of course, you've noticed that the context of the email is brought over into that particular task. I've actually also have the ability to pull in attachments and other important information so that we can all stay on the same page rather than working in silos where my email is managing and governing what we should be working on as a team. Above and beyond just the emails that I get on a regular basis, I also get emails that actually come from Workfront. These emails are important things to notify me about new work to be done or a certain amount of information that's necessary for our team to continue to be successful. And of course, I can take those pieces of email that come from Workfront and go ahead and take action by logging into Workfront. But as I like to stay within the context of my email, I can actually take actions directly on those pieces now. So whether it's replying to somebody's comment or reviewing a piece of content, in this case, I have a piece of content that was provided by my UX designer that I need to go ahead and approve. I can actually download that content and take a deeper look at it, all without leaving the G Suite add-on. In this case, I've gone ahead and approved that content, and it's ready to go. My team can continue to move progress forward. Why don't we go back to the slides briefly? We're incredibly excited about this first version of the Workfront G Suite add-on. In the future, we'll be looking forward to including more capabilities, such as full context on related content, historical tracking of all the emails that have been converted to work items, and kicking off digital review and approval processes from within content editors. We're thrilled to be working with Google, and we look forward to working with all of you to make the future of work possible today. Thank you.
Nice job, thanks. Awesome, thank you so much. Next up, I'd like to call Tracy Gao from Box.
Hi, everyone. My name is Tracy, and I'm a product marketing manager here at Box. And so before we dive into the actual add-on, I just want to give a brief introduction to Box for those of you who are unfamiliar. So our mission is to power how the world works together. We provide a single platform for all of your cloud content management needs that provides the ability to seamlessly collaborate internally and externally. We provide a single source of truth for your content that's integrated across all of your best-of-breed applications. We also provide a way to automate your business workflows across the organization. In addition to the ability to leverage advanced AI and ML technologies from all of the leading vendors out there. And then finally, we provide a way for you to meet all of the different security and compliance regulations, no matter what industry or geo you're in. So we've been around for over 14 years now, and we've had the pleasure to work with over 90,000 customers around the world in a variety of different industries and verticals. Companies of all sizes, from Coca-Cola to Spotify, all rely on Box to power their cloud content management needs. So since for the last few years, Box and Google have actually been partnering together to further our mutual goal of transforming work in the cloud. And so we actually offer a variety of different integration points. One of them is with Doc Sheets and Slides. We also have a bot for Hangouts chat. And then today I'm going to be talking about the Gmail and Google Calendar integrations. In addition, we also partner with Google ML to power some of our AI and machine learning capabilities in Box as well. So the first experience for the Box for G Suite add-on is with Gmail, actually. And so with the add-on, you'll be able to attach any content that you have in Box directly into your outgoing emails without leaving Gmail. And then in addition, you'll also have the ability to save any incoming attachments directly to Box in a folder of your choice. So we designed this add-on to basically provide the entire Box experience from within Gmail so that you don't have to do that context switching that Aakash was mentioning earlier. And as a bonus, IT also has full visibility into all of the content that's managed in Box, and then they can apply the consistent security, governance, and compliance capabilities that they need for their enterprise content. So the second integration point for the add-on is actually with Calendar. And so with this one, we've extended the Gmail experience into Calendar so that you'll have all of the access that you need to your Box content, and you'll also be able to easily add any of that content directly into a Calendar invites. So without further ado, let's actually just see it in action. Okay, perfect. So for this demo, let's say that I'm a member of a marketing team and I'm collaborating with a copywriter and an ebook designer on a project that we're working on. So we're going to start off here in Gmail, and you can see here that we have some unread emails. Okay, so you can see here that the first email from Zach, he's the copywriter, and he sent the draft of the ebook in that link right there. And then we can see here the designer has also gotten back to us down here with a draft of the ebook design in the form of an email attachment. So if I open the add-on here, you can see that the add-on has actually detected both of these things, the first of which is the shared link here. So if I click here, I can actually view the copy of the email directly in Box because it's a Box shared link. So that's there, you can see that. And then it's also detected the ebook attachment as well right here. So what you can do with the add-on is save the attachment directly into a Box folder of your choice, or if I wanted to, I could actually save the entire email content as a .txt file directly to Box as well. So let's say I want to save the draft of the ebook design. I want to get feedback from my team members, so let's put it into Box. So I'm just going to hit Save Attachments here. And then you can see actually the add-on provides an entire view into my entire Box instance. So these are all of the files and folders that I actually have in Box right now. And then from here, I can either browse through the folders that I want to save the file in, or I can actually just save directly to a folder if I know the name. So let's say I want to put it in marketing. And then I want to save it to ebook drafts, of course. Okay, great. So I've saved it. Perfect. It's saved in Box now. And so let's say some time passes, I collaborate with my marketing team, I get all of the feedback, and it's all annotated in a new file that I've saved inside of Box. So now I'm ready to share all of that feedback with this group. So let's say, hi team, see attached for the ebook edits. So with the add-on, you can see here the add-on actually appears from the Compose window now as well. And so if I go click into it, it will actually, live demos. Okay, let's try this again. There we go. So it'll actually pull up all of my Box files and folders again, where I can then find the exact file that I want to attach to this email. So I know what I'm looking for, so I'm just going to search for it here. There it is. So here's the edited version of the ebook that I want to share out. And if I click into it, it'll actually show me a bunch of metadata along with who owns the file, when it was last modified. If I want, I can actually update the access permissions as well. So right now it's set to anyone with the link can access the file, which is what I want. So we'll keep it as that, and then we'll insert the file. Great. So as you can see here in the email itself, the file is actually attached as an HTML card, so it looks exactly like a normal email attachment would in Gmail. The difference, however, is that this file actually lives exclusively inside of Box, and it's managed in Box, where I can then view all of the access stats, like when someone clicked into it, who viewed it, who downloaded it, and other things like that. So let's say I want to actually set up a meeting about this, so let's meet tomorrow to review. Okay, and then let's send this email out. That's fine. Okay, great. So we've sent out the file. So let's go into Calendar, actually, to schedule that meeting. So I'm going to create a new event here. Oops. There we go. And so here you can see that we've extended the add-on into the Google Calendar as well. So if we pop open this, you will see a very similar experience as with the Gmail version. And so now what I want to do, since we're meeting about this edited version, I just want to attach it to the calendar invite so they have easy reference to it. So see edits here. Great. So again, I can just browse all of my files to find what I'm looking for, or if I want, I can just search for it. So I know what I'm looking for, so let's just search. Okay, here it is. Okay, and again, you can see here that it shows up all of that great metadata, so I can make sure this is the exact file. If I wanted to, I can actually view this file. It'll pop open in a new tab as well on Box. And so I want to share it, so let's enable the shared link. Here it is. All I have to do is now copy it and then put it here. So we're actually working on new features for this add-on right now, and in the future, we'll actually have the ability to just copy the link, one-click copy it to a clipboard. So that's something we're actively developing and is coming soon. In addition, for recipients of calendar invites, we'll also be able to detect shared links similar to what you saw with the Gmail experience as well. So let's complete the details here. Ebook sync. Let's add the right people. Oops. Okay, let's double check that it's all good. It looks good. And then let's send it out. So in summary, what we've done with the Box for G Suite add-in is we've taken all of the Box experience that people know and love, and we placed it directly inside of G Suite, particularly in Gmail and Google Calendar to begin with. And so our goal here is to really just eliminate all of that context switching and have users be able to centralize all of their files in Box while still having it be accessible across G Suite where they tend to work. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Let's give another round of applause for all of those presenters. That was awesome. So as I mentioned, we've shared this framework with a dozen or so developers so far. And so this was just 3 of the enterprise add-ons you'll start finding in our marketplace as G Suite Add-ons rolls out. There are many, many more that can help tailor your G Suite experience for exactly the tools you use, including an add-on from Asana for managing all of your Asana tasks, no matter where you are in G Suite, an add-on from Streak for helping you organize customer info from Drive, arrange meetings in Calendar, and capture new customers in Gmail, an add-on from SignEasy for quickly viewing pending documents and requesting signatures, an add-on for arranging WebEx video conferences in Calendar from Cisco, an add-on from Ignite for accessing all of your recently used files, an add-on from Evernote for quickly creating notes so that you never miss out on capturing an idea, and an add-on from Rike, giving you quick access to your task list and allowing you to create new ones based on the G Suite content that you're looking at. So we've got an awesome set of partner integrations that will connect your favorite workplace apps to G Suite and reduce the amount of time that you spend context switching and distracted. Now, when we design G Suite add-ons, we recognize that it's not just about how this platform makes users more productive, but it's also critical that software developers have the best tools available to build these integrations, and that admins have the right controls at their disposal to ensure data is handled in a way that they can trust and feel confident about. To tell you more about G Suite add-ons for G Suite admins and software developers, I'd like to invite Ted Bradley up on stage. Ted.
Thank you, Aakash. Hello? OK, great. Thanks, Aakash. Let's see here. So I'm Ted Bradley, product manager for G Suite. And as Aakash mentioned, we understand that to build a thriving add-ons ecosystem, we have to make the platform great for developers. We also understand that add-ons are only useful in the enterprise if they're secure and can be properly managed. With that in mind, I'm excited to share with you what we've been working on. First, G Suite add-ons are designed to be secure by default. And the first line of defense and security is controlling data access. G Suite add-ons will launch with new limited access OAuth scopes that allow add-ons to access only the minimum data they need in order to complete an action and only for a limited amount of time. For example, G Suite add-ons and Calendar will only access data for one meeting at a time and only while the user is viewing that meeting, rather than unlimited access to all the user's entire calendar. Similarly, G Suite add-ons and docs, sheets, and slides will only read data from the currently open document rather than all the files in the user's drive. Second, G Suite add-ons can be fully managed by admins in the Google Admin Console. We provide an apps management tool that lets admins automatically install select add-ons for every user in their organization, or set up a whitelist so that users can only install and run specific add-ons that have already been reviewed and approved by the IT admin team. We also provide the API permissions whitelisting tool, and that allows admins to define which G Suite APIs can be accessed by third-party applications, including add-ons. For example, imagine you want to tightly control access to your company's data, but your sales team wants to use Copper's new CRM add-on. You can use the API permissions tool to disable access to all G Suite APIs by default, but then add Copper's add-on to the whitelist so that only it has access to user data. I'm also excited to announce that today we're launching the new G Suite Marketplace Security Assessment Program. We understand how time-consuming and expensive it is to conduct security reviews for your for apps that your company wants to use alongside G Suite. With that in mind, we're giving developers the opportunity to submit their apps to undergo a security assessment conducted by third-party security firms. And then once assessed, their add-ons will be displayed in the G Suite Marketplace with a security assessment badge. So when reviewing apps in the Marketplace, you're going to be able to look for these badges to find add-ons that meet a high standard for security compliance. The program is available starting today for both new and existing add-ons and web apps in the Marketplace. We also understand that admins are tasked with more than just security. They're also responsible for providing technology that's going to make the users in their organization more productive. With that in mind, we're making G Suite add-ons great not just for third-party software vendors, but also for corporate development and IT teams that want to build custom add-ons for use inside their organizations. Just like third-party add-ons, your organization can build add-ons that are available in the G Suite side panel and G Suite mobile apps, customize the default G Suite app UIs, or automate common tasks for your employees. A couple of examples might be you have an internal directory that you want to be able to have all your employees easily access. You could show that alongside of Gmail or Calendar, Drive, Sheets, Docs, Slides. Or you might have a workflow that many of the employees in your companies use, and you can surface that within G Suite in order to help drive productivity. As a recap, G Suite add-ons for admins provide limited access data scopes that help keep your organization secure by default, manageability tools in the Google Admin Console, the new G Suite Marketplace Security Assessment Program, and the ability to build internal add-ons custom tailored for your organizations. We believe that these tools and programs are going to allow enterprises to take advantage of the significant increases in employee productivity that add-ons provide, while also keeping organizations secure. In addition to making G Suite add-ons great for admins, we've also made it a top priority to ensure that G Suite add-ons is a platform that can help our software partners thrive. G Suite add-ons provides three main areas of value for our software vendors. The first is reach. G Suite add-ons lets you reach users of Gmail, Calendar, Drive, Docs, Sheets, and Slides with 1.5 billion active users. Users can discover your add-on in the G Suite Marketplace, which has 800 million installs today. The second is visibility. When users install your add-on, your company's logo is going to be prominently displayed in the side strip of all the G Suite apps for quick access for your add-on, just like in the demos that you just saw. And the third is engagement. We're allowing you to deeply integrate with the G Suite apps to create highly valuable add-ons that become a key part of your users' daily work experience. With reach, visibility, and engagement, G Suite add-ons gives you the opportunity to make G Suite users your users. You can drive signups to your primary service or generate incremental revenue by directly charging users to use your add-on. Our ultimate goal is to help you grow your business, and we believe G Suite add-ons represents a significant opportunity to do just that. In addition to driving partner success, G Suite Add-ons introduces major improvements to the developer experience as well. Without G Suite add-ons, developers wanting to extend G Suite need to build 6 different add-ons, and each of those add-ons lives in a separate code base and uses different technologies. And you have to manage 6 different add-on reviews and listings in 2 different marketplaces. And your marketing team has to promote each of these add-ons separately. The result is a lot of complexity, both for you as a developer, your marketing team, and most importantly, for your users. Now, with G Suite add-ons, as you've just seen, we've created a unified platform that lets you extend all the top G Suite apps by building just one add-on. You can still customize the experience for each G Suite app, but you only have to use one set of technologies, manage one code base, and manage one listing. Your marketing team only has to drive awareness for one add-on, and your users only have to install one add-on to experience your company's integration with all the top G Suite apps. When you build a G Suite add-on, you're going to write a manifest file that specifies which G Suite app you want to integrate with, and you're going to submit your add-on for review and distribution in the G Suite marketplace. With G Suite add-ons, we're also doubling down on the cards framework that we originally introduced for Gmail add-ons. The cards framework lets you quickly and easily build add-on UIs with a library of pre-built widgets. By building your add-on with the cards framework, it means that you only have to build one UI that's going to automatically work with all the major browsers, is automatically surfaced in the G Suite native mobile apps, and is accessibility ready with no additional work on your part. It also helps you create a clean and polished UI and ensures a consistent user experience for all of the add-ons across the suite. And this is just the start. In 2019, we're launching a number of other new capabilities. First, for developers building complex and high-scale applications, we're launching support for development with Google Cloud Platform instead of AppScript. Second, we're making an ongoing investment in creating new UI hooks that are going to allow you to integrate more deeply with the G Suite apps. And third, we're working to make add-ons fast and responsive so they feel like a natural extension of the G Suite apps. As a recap, with G Suite add-ons, you can build just one add-on that's surfaced in every G Suite app. You build one UI that works in all the top browsers and the G Suite mobile apps. And you can build add-ons with GCP and your familiar tools instead of AppScript. The result of these improvements is a streamlined developer experience that allows you to create powerful add-ons for your users with less time and complexity. When we launch the new G Suite add-ons framework, existing add-ons created for Gmail and Calendar are going to automatically become G Suite add-ons with no developer action required. Docs, Sheets, Slides, and Drive add-ons are going to continue to work in parallel with G Suite add-ons. G Suite add-ons represents a major step forward for the G Suite experience. We're solving the problem of context switching between G Suite and third-party applications by allowing developers to build add-ons directly embedded and integrated with the core G Suite apps. You saw the power of what our partners have already built with a new platform, and that's just the beginning. We've worked to ensure that G Suite add-ons are enterprise-ready, developer-friendly, and provide a compelling business opportunity for our software partners. We believe these are the ingredients to build an ecosystem of add-ons that can transform the way we work and open up a new standard for work productivity. We're excited to announce that G Suite add-ons will be launching in Q3 of this year. We're also excited to have the opportunity to extend an invitation for you to sign up to for our beta program today. If you're a customer, you can get early access to G Suite add-ons that are going to make your organization more productive. And if you're a software vendor, you can be among the first to build a G Suite add-on. The sign-up link for our beta program is g.co/G Suite add-ons.